Alright everyone, it's Sam here. Welcome back to the Pinnacle League Season 2. We're here today across the pond in Austin, Texas for round 19 of the season. And I've been saying it every week now for the past few weeks, but what an exciting battle we've got heading into this penultimate round of the season. We're here on my best qualifying lap now, but before I get into that, we're just going to have a bit of a recap from the last race. And you might remember it was in Abu Dhabi and I won that race. It was my 5th win of the season. It was a very close battle with Legion in that race, and things didn't go too well for Jack or Richard in that race, so it gave me quite an opportunity to close the gap in the championship. But heading into this race, Austin, it's an alright track for me. I know that Richard's very good around here, but I was still hoping that I could get a decent result here. And of course, anything can happen in this. But of course, I want to keep I'm keeping my feet on the ground in this championship. Anything can happen. I'm still behind in the championship, of course. Going into this is the first championship I've challenged for since TGP Season 3, and this season has been so similar to that I'm not counting anything. I'm not counting any chickens, before they hatch, whatever. Heading into this race, as I say, I think I'm alright at this track. So here on my qualifying lap, and this was actually my best lap. You probably figured that this was at the start of the session, and of course, on the other 2 laps they didn't go too well for me. I did 3 laps. This was the best one. And on my second lap I had a corner cut, so yeah, and the 3rd lap just wasn't quick enough. As we cross the line now to do this lap, got provisional pole by quite a comfortable margin at this point, but of course most of the field are going to improve on that, on their times anyway. And you're going to see here the final standings, and it's Colonel Jerk who takes pole position. Very good qualifier he is, and Legion 3rd, then it's the 2 Caterhams 4th and 5th with Jack in 6th. So championship contenders 2nd, 4th and 6th in this one. So very good qualifying for us. We're only one of the contenders who scored qualifying points. So we're going to the grid now. You can see the 3 contenders down the left hand side of the grid there. There's Colonel Jerk on pole position, me in 2nd, and there's my teammate Jack in 6th place for this race. We're just waiting for the lights to come on now. Going to pop up to mix 3 as I always do for these. I've got the lights coming on now, and we are away in Austin. I get a very good start here, actually, using as much curve as I can as we head up towards turn 1. I'm on the inside of Colonel Jerk into turn 1, and I've got through, and the 2 Caterhams have both had a good start. They've made it 2 positions each. I'm not sure what happened to Colonel Jerk there. I think he got a nudge from someone, but we've got the lead, and that's the most important thing to do at the start. I'm not sure what happened to my teammate. I looked behind and he seemed quite deep in the field, so I'm not really sure what happened to him. I don't know if he got caught up in a collision as well. But we've got the lead, that's the most important thing. But we've got 2 Caterhams, 2 very fast Caterhams behind us here, as we head down towards the 2nd sector of this first lap. And it's Legion who's actually got himself up into 3rd again. But it's James now, and you'll see that that battle for 3rd is ridiculously close. And we're going to head down the DRS straight now for the first time in this race. Of course, DRS not enabled yet, but RT is right in behind us because we made a bit of a mistake, and it's just like TGP again with us battling down this straight. He's on the inside, but he runs wide a bit, and I thought he actually lost the back end a bit there, so I took quite evasive action to avoid him. And we're heading into this tight twisty section now, and we're almost side by side, and I just make a bit of a mistake here. I really don't like that corner at all, and I run wide, and it allows Richard to get alongside me here, and he's going to try and run straight around the outside of me through this fast right-hander. Just about holding on to it on the inside line, heading into this penultimate corner. I just about give him enough room, but I don't give myself enough room, and I run on, and he's still on the inside. There's a bit of wheel banging, he's on the inside line, and he's straight into the lead for now, and I really want to try and get that place back as quickly as possible, because I really don't want to lose any points to anyone in the championship at this stage. We're heading into turn 1, and I'm through, but I don't shut the door enough on the outside, and he's still there, and he's going to have the inside line for turn 2 now, so that he's going to have that move done for now. And it's going to be difficult to pull off a pass into this Maggots and Beckett style corner, and I make a bit of a mistake, and Legion gets through, but then he runs wide, and I see a gap, and I go for it. I think there's a little bit of a lag barrier there, but I get back up into 2nd place. If there was contact, then I apologise, but we're starting to drop back a bit from Richard, and I really want to try and get past him, but you can see I've got like 4 cars just all right behind me here, all ready to pounce on me into these tight braking zones. And Hickey, I think he jumped straight from 6th to 3rd there, and great move from him there. Really, I just want to try and get past Richard, but I've got these 4 cars all behind me now, trying to pass me, and I wasn't sure where to look, in front or behind. As we head down the straight now, I sort of moved to the middle of the track to try and defend a little bit. Hickey goes to the inside line. There's arrows everywhere on my screen. Hickey gets through into 2nd place, and I really want to try and get back past him here, because I tend to get held up by him a lot. Yeah, I think you've probably noticed that from my videos. But yeah, we're down to 3rd place for now, and it's still all going on behind us, between like Legion, DLT, James, etc. And we're heading into this penultimate corner, and Hickey runs wide, and I get back alongside him here into the final corner. I've got the inside line, and I should have the move done here as we get through to complete the 2nd lap onto lap 3. DRS now enabled, and this battle is just going to get even more crazy as Hickey lines us up into turn 1. He doesn't have DRS yet, of course, but he's got the inside line, and he's going to get through, and I couldn't quite hold on to it running outside. He manages to shut the door as we head down towards turn 2, and I got Legion right on my tail now as well. And I was trying to find a way through here, but of course just hoping for a mistake, actually, because you can't really pull off a decent move around here unless car ahead makes a mistake, and that's just what I'm doing here, actually, just making too many mistakes trying to find a way past. And Legion's right on my tail now. I've still got like DLT and James there as well. Legion goes for a move into whatever corner that is before the DRS zone, but he can't quite pull it off. I'm going to have DRS here on Hickey, of course, and DRS open now, and they're all going to have DRS as well, so it's probably not going to make much difference to those guys. But Hickey is a bit defensive here. I try and run it around the outside. That's not really going to work. He just moves across to that line and head into his tight. Yep, sorry, there's a bit of an interruption there. Still right behind Hickey into this tight part of the track, and that I always seem to get stuck behind Hickey. It's been going on since TGP Season 3 really, and every time I seem to get stuck behind him. But we're actually going to skip a lap and a half, because that's exactly what was going on. I was just stuck behind him, and meanwhile up in front Richard was pulling away, but I get a chance here into turn 1 on lap 5, and I'm through. No, I'm not, because I lock up and Hickey just cuts back underneath me, so I'm still stuck behind him at this point. But later on in the lap he makes a mistake just before the DRS zone, and that gives me a golden opportunity, actually, because I get through there, and then I've got DRS to pull away from him as we head down the straight for the 5th time in this lap. My pit stop was set for lap 6, but I wasn't sure if it was a good idea to hold on for that long, really, because I had to close down the gap to Richard, and you can see I was already making mistakes there through that section. And I do decide to pit at the end of the lap for the prime tyres, of course. Head in now. A few people follow us in. I think that was Hickey, was one of them there. I think Brandon comes in as well, and I actually get held up here by one of them. Yeah, it's the Force India, and I lose over a second there. So that's really not helped me at all. As we're heading back down the pit lane now, I didn't even realise during the battle that Legion pitted a lap early, and he's actually undercut me there. But a couple of laps later I do manage to catch up to him. That was helped a bit by that McLaren there, a stall cactus who started on prime tyres, and that sort of held back Legion a bit, and I think it held back Richard as well, because that's Richard just up there. Of course me and Legion pitted before him, so we did manage to catch up to him quite a bit during that pit stop. But it's a very close battle here between me and Legion. This is a very good battle, actually, that pretty much takes us almost to the end of the race, really. And I go up the inside there, but Legion, he just has so much more acceleration there, and he just powers straight back past me here. And I'm on the inside for this right-hander, and I guess he just didn't notice I'm there. I think it might have even been lag, actually, because that instant didn't seem to affect him at all. We're actually going to skip a couple of laps to lap 10. Stall cactus is pitted by this point, and it's just a straight battle now between me and Legion for 2nd place in this race. Arte was already pulling away at this point, and I knew that even if I did get past Legion now, it would be quite difficult to catch up to Arte and then pull off a move by the end of the race, as I managed to get DRS on Alex there. And I do get through for this at this point here, just about on the outside line for that corner. then on the inside there, of course, and Legion's going to have the inside, of course, for this tight left-hander, and I just can't quite get the acceleration. I don't know what it was. I just guess it's my setup really, and just my Ferrari didn't have any acceleration at all. It seemed like my straight line speed, though, I think was pretty good as it turned out. As we do manage to get back ahead into that second to last corner, and we're going to cross the line now to begin the 11th lap. Still 4 more laps of this to go, and he's still right behind us, heading down the DRS straight. And Legion is lining us up into turn 1, and he just about gets his slowdown into the corner ahead of us, and he manages to get the place done. I'm on the inside line for turn 2, but I'm just not close enough, and we're going to skip to the end of the next lap because I just don't get close enough really for the DRS. And here we are then, just beginning lap 12, and I do get DRS on this down the start finish straight, but into turn 1, and I'm on the inside line once again, same as I did on Richard, but once again I just don't shut the door enough on that right hand side, and he just gets the inside line and he's straight back through into turn 2. So yeah, that was certainly where I was going wrong really with my passes, which I think I just wasn't being aggressive enough really in some cases. We're actually going to skip to lap 13 where I finally wrap the move up into turn 1 once again with DRS and on the inside line, but this time I actually managed to shut the door, and you can see that was where I was going wrong really. I just wasn't maybe just being aggressive enough, but we're here now. That's all it is really. Well done to Arte, who wins. That's exactly what you need to do after that crash in Abu Dhabi. And I finished second. Just ignored that on the results there because Arte doesn't get re-awarded the win because his penalty was taken off. But yep, Jack was 4th, and I'm going to put the standings up at the end of this video. But that was it for this race. There's only one more to go now. It's going to be a very exciting race in Brazil. Whatever happens, even if I disconnect on the first lap or anything, I will definitely put up the video. So if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do, because next week's race is going to be very, very good. I can promise you that, and it's going to be a fantastic finale. Meanwhile, I'm of course I'm going to have Formula Xbox races up as well, because I've got a championship battle going on in that as well. So if you're not subscribed to me, then please make sure that you do hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to have some very good videos coming up over these next few weeks. So that's it for today, and I'll see you for my next video. Goodbye.